What the hell happened in January and February? Where are games at? Where? I want to know. What happened to 2020? Why didn't we get any games? First 2 months of it, I want to know. But before I say that, leave a like on the video. Yeah, you watching, like the video, subscribe. Sorry, that was mean. I didn't mean to be that harsh. Anyway, but seriously though, what the hell happened to January and February of 2020? Now we're into March. Hopefully by the time this video goes up, it'll be March 10th. So we'll be a little ways into that. So we are getting a few games. I already did a video. If you want to check that out, I'll leave a card up in the corner of 10 games that are coming in March. But I want to go back and see what happened with January and February, because we really got no new games, and it really sucked. Like I've been playing Fortnite, okay? Not to knock anyone who plays Fortnite, but I don't want to play Fortnite for another 3 years. I want another game that's good. So if we look back here, January, we got Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Sims 4. I mean, do I need to say anything more? Sure, Dragon Ball Z was alright. I heard it was fine. Nothing like too crazy. I didn't play it because I really don't care about Dragon Ball Z. You can come at me, but I really don't. And again, fucking Sims. Who cares? We did get some DLC, I guess. We got Kingdom Hearts DLC or Remind, whatever the fuck that is. We did get The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. I will admit that is a cool VR game. It's neat. It's cool. It's cool. We also got Journey to the Savage Planet, which was a great game. It just didn't have any substance to it, I guess. There really wasn't a whole lot to do once you beat it, and it was just kind of a one and done thing, and it was maybe barely 8 hours of gameplay. And I get that it was only $30 or something like that, but still, you know, you want a little more. And then we had Warcraft 3 refunded. Do I even need to go over what was wrong with that? God, Blizzard is gone. It's only Activision. Anyway, so that's what happened with January. We really got nothing. A couple okay games in there. We go down to February. There's really nothing. I mean, Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics. Do people even play that game? It looked neat, I guess. Zombie Army 4 was pretty, not mediocre, but it just was pretty average of a game. We did get Yakuza 5, so that's not terrible. And then I guess another big one here is Darksiders Genesis. But again, these games aren't AAA titles. They aren't games that we were super looking forward to. It sucks. And we did get 3 really big delays this year. Now, sure, these games I don't think were coming out in January and February or even March. I think they're mostly April games, but still. The fact that they got pushed back now to the fall in September, around that area. We had Cyberpunk, which is my most hyped game since The Witcher 3 when I played that. I mean, the Cyberpunk is going to be the next big game here, and I think it's the most anticipated game of 2020. I'm looking here at Angry Joe's list. That was number 1 for him. Even OJ and Alex, that was their top game too. And then we had Watch Dogs Legion. Again, that got delayed. I think that's coming out around the same time as Cyberpunk in September, somewhere around there. And then Dying Light 2, which I am really hyped for. I loved the first game. It was such a neat idea to be able to parkour and dropkick zombies off fucking roofs and grappling hooks and shit. It was awesome. It was cool. It's a great game. Dying Light 2, though, is now indefinitely delayed. So we don't even know if that could be coming out in 2020. We know it's coming out. They're still working on it. They're not just going to scrap the game. but we don't know when it's going to come out. We don't know if it'll come out this year or early next year now. I mean, it sucks. It really sucks. We also had Hunt Showdown. That came out on the PS4. I guess that was already out on Xbox, or at least a beta or something like that. I don't even remember. But yeah, nothing. Again, nothing. And, you know, usually, yeah, January and February are pretty slow for games. Those first 2 months really aren't big for releases, but still, usually there's one or two or a few games in there that, you know, you can play to hold you over, but there just wasn't that this year. And again, I'm not saying 2020 is going to be a bad year for games, because it's not. Like I said, we have Cyberpunk, Watch Dogs, or a bunch of other games. Like here, I'll go to Angry Joe's list. I pretty much agree with everything here. Skull and Bones, that's going to be a new Ubisoft pirate RPG game that's going to take elements from the Assassin's Creed ship mechanics and put that into a game. I think that'll be really cool. We got Wasteland 3. That's another one. I think that's going to be coming on Game Pass too, if you really want to play that. Halo Infinite, Last of Us Part 2, the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, that's going to be another big one. Marvel's Avengers, RE3 Remake, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Doom Eternal, Ghost of Tsushima. There's so many good games coming out this year, but none of them came out early. We still have to wait for them, and that really pisses me off, and I know I can't really do anything about it, but still, I wish we could play them now. And here we get to March. Again, I did a whole video on games coming out in March. I'll go briefly over what, you know, came out or what's going to come out. We got Doom Eternal, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Neo 2, Animal Crossing if you're into that, Half-Life Alyx again, which I don't think a whole lot of people are going to play Half-Life Alyx just because you're going to need a PC, going to need a VR set. So the barrier to play that game is pretty big. You can't just have a console and get it. Bleeding Edge, I think that'll be a good one. But other than that, yeah, that's all in March. So even March really isn't. We're starting to see bigger games come out, but we're still not quite there. Let me go into April here and see what we got. Final Fantasy 7, we got that coming out. That's really it, honestly, for April. Oh yeah, April is pretty barren, too. Now we get into May, we do get Last of Us Part 2, so that'll be the big one for that. I mean, that's just... I'm fine with that being the only game that comes out. But again, man, this year's been real disappointing. I want to know what the hell happened. I think what I know is, like I said, a lot of these games got delayed because they saw what happened 2019 and even 2018 with games that are pushed out too fast, that are underdeveloped and not finished. People won't buy them. Fallout 76, I'm looking at you. Okay? Ghost Recon. That was bad. That was so bad. I mean, Ubisoft cared more about putting fucking microtransactions in than actually fleshing out the game and making it worth playing even. It's just, man, these game companies, man. Anyway, that's, I guess, my rant for today. I don't really have a, like a super cohesive video here. I just kind of wanted to go over what happened and even what's still happening. Like I said, we really don't have any big games coming out. We have Doom this month. April, we have, what did I say? Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and we also have the RE3 Remake. So those will hold us over. Those are pretty good. And then in May, we have Last of Us Part 2. And then once we get into June and September and all that, skip July. Okay, I guess nothing's coming out in July, so that's great. But anyway, I think later in the year it'll be a lot better, but as it stands right now, we haven't really gotten too many new games, and I'm really frustrated with that. I want a new game to play, and it sucks that we haven't gotten anything new, but I have faith in these publishers and devs, and I think Cyberpunk is going to be amazing. I think all the other games that I said will be amazing. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. Sorry for the rant. I just want to kind of get my thoughts out there on that. If If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. As I said earlier, I didn't mean to be so forthcoming. Sorry. Leave a like, subscribe if you like what I'm putting out. I stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm a variety streamer. I stream kind of whatever I want to stream that day or whatever I feel like. That's at 8:30 Eastern Standard, sometimes earlier. Also, I stream in between those days too if I have the time. Check me out on Twitter at bbro216. I'll have links in the description for you to check all this out. Anyway, I'm curious what you guys think. Were you kind of disappointed so far with what's come out so far in 2020, or are you okay with it? Do you not really care? Do you not even play games? Do you just saw this thumbnail and were like, okay, that's kind of interesting? Again, leave your thoughts. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.